Welcome to this episode of Globally Speaking, and today we are diving into the world of AI-powered marketing in 2025. If you've ever opened an email and thought, wait, how did they know I wanted that jacket? You are not alone. AI has officially crossed into mind reader territory, and it's changing everything about how brands connect with customers. From hyper-personalized campaigns that feel eerily accurate to digital agents that never sleep, AI isn't just a buzzword. It's becoming the backbone of modern marketing. And whether you're selling sneakers, software, or surgical tools, these trends are reshaping the game for everyone. We have invited Frantisek Spulak, who will help us unpacking 5 AI trends that are turning marketeers into magicians and asking the big questions. Is it brilliant? Is it creepy? And most importantly, how can we use it to stay ahead? Let's get into it. A very warm welcome, Frank. We are so grateful that you agreed to join us to share your knowledge around AI in digital marketing today. So the first question we always ask is, where can our listeners find you in the world?
First of all, thank you so much for having me on this podcast. It's a real honor and pleasure to be here today. To answer your question, I'm currently based in the beautiful city of Prague, right in the heart of Europe. It's a place famous for its stunning architecture, but also it has a fun connection to our topic. Actually, it's the city that is the birthplace of the word robot. It was famous Czech writer Karel Čapek who was the first who used this word in his play RUR, which was published right here in Prague back in 1920. So it really feels like a perfect home base for conversation about AI.
I love it. I hadn't realized I've learned a new fact about Prague. And that's in the introduction. That's pretty good.
Thanks. Yeah, and for anyone who would like to connect after the show, the best place to find me is probably on LinkedIn.
Perfect. Can you briefly kind of describe your current role at Publicis?
Yes, of course. I joined Publicis about 2 years ago, and right now I'm a project director at Publicis Production, and I'm on the Content Factory team, and we are working on a big global project for our client, which is Pfizer. And this is a huge global project that covers over 40 markets. While this is my job now, I have over 17 years of digital marketing experience, and most of my background is in marketing, and it spans from performance marketing to leadership and strategy and branding and other various areas. And before Publicis, I led regional marketing for big brands like MetLife, Dyson, Morphe Richards, and others. And I also led Global Digital Marketing Center of Excellence in Envista, which is part of Danaher Corporation. So my career has been quite a long journey, and I started with hands-on performance marketing. Then I moved to digital marketing strategy and branding. And now I do project management for this big global client. Yes.
Yeah, and that's where all your knowledge is coming from. That makes sense.
Basically, yes, absolutely.
That's amazing. So Frank, we came across your interesting article on AI in digital marketing on Marcel, where you are focusing on 5 trends marketers should not ignore. 2 of them you mentioned is hyper-personalisation and data privacy. So to start with, how has the definition of personalization evolved in the last 5 years?
That's a very interesting question, because the change has been very fast and very big. 5 years ago, personalization meant automation that the marketer controlled. We used powerful platforms like Salesforce Marketing Cloud or Adobe Campaign, and with these tools, the marketer created all the rules. The marketer planned the whole customer journey step by step, right? The system was smart, but it only followed the plan a human gave it. The intelligence was basically human. But today, this has changed completely. Now the true personalization is about AI making its own decisions. So modern platforms like Salesforce Einstein or the Adobe Experience Cloud use AI to find patterns that humans cannot see. The AI doesn't wait for our rules. It predicts what the customer wants to do next. For example, Adobe Journey Optimizer. It doesn't just follow a path you build. The AI can change the journey for every person right now based on what they do. So the intelligence is now in the machine. So the practical difference is this. before marketer made a rule. For example, if customer buys a shoes, then wait for 3 days and then send an email about socks. But today, the AI decides by itself. It might look at the customer's browsing history and decide this person is not interested in socks, but based on data from thousands of similar customers, they are probably interested in running jacket. I will show them an ad for the jacket tomorrow morning on Instagram. It's the AI which makes the smart decision. So the change is very clear. We have to move from marketers using smart tools to smart AIs acting like marketers.
Fascinating. And then how do you see the hyper-personalisation shaping consumers' expectations in 2025 or 2026? So do they expect more personalisation or maybe less?
This is also a very important question because what customers expect is changing very fast. Right now, at the end of 2025, the most important word is anticipation. It means that customers don't just want personalization. They actually expect it. We expect Netflix to know what movie we want to watch. We expect Amazon to suggest the right product. This is the new normal. So brands must guess our needs before we even ask. But looking into the future to 2026 and after, this will not be enough. The next big change will be from guessing to doing. I call it active delegation. So customers will not want just good suggestions. They will want to give all tasks to brands AI. So brands will become like a personal assistant we can trust. This change is happening because of the new AI agents inside platforms like Salesforce, Adobe, HubSpot, and others. These systems can connect to many different parts of a business. So, for example, you will not just get a suggestion for a hotel. You will tell a travel agent's AI, I need a trip to Berlin for a conference next month. You know my budget and what I like. So please find the best flight, book a hotel, and add the details to my calendar. And the agent will do the whole task. So the new standard for good experience will not be your direct competitor. The standard will be the best digital assistant the customer used that day. So customers will expect brands to be smart partners that save them time and make their lives easier.
That's interesting to see it that way. At the same time, it's interesting that it's being suggested for me, but there is, I guess, particularly for me, a fine line between this is helpful towards the point where hyper-personalization can cross the line into being a bit too creepy. Is that the AI or the brand knows a bit too much about me, where I wonder, okay, right? That happens sometimes when you have spoken to a friend about something and then all of a sudden it pops up in your feeds or something, right? Yeah. You just wonder, how is that possible? So where should marketeers draw the line of maintaining authenticity and being helpful as a personal assistant when using AI-generated content, and what are the risks that it gets a bit too much?
Yes, of course. Yeah. So yes, personalization can definitely become too creepy very easily. The line is not about what data you have. It's about why you use it and how you use it. So it feels creepy when the customer feels you are using them, not helping them, right? So it is the difference between a helpful service and being watched. For example, the bad ad retargeting we all see is creepy. You buy a product and then the same ad follows you for weeks. And that's not a smart service, right? But when Netflix, for example, suggests a new show that you love, that feels like a great service. And the value you get is clear and fair. And for AI-generated content, the line for being authentic is about who is responsible. So I would say my rule is simple. The AI is the co-pilot, but but human is always the pilot. The human must have the final decision on every single message the brand sends, and you must keep it. You must keep your brand voice human. No one likes a robot monologue, right? There are two big risks with this new technology. The first risk is becoming boring. If every brand uses the same AI tools with the same lazy questions, all marketing will start to sound the same. And the second, more dangerous risk is mistakes. A generative AI can hallucinate and create information that's completely wrong. So if you post this content without a human checking it, the damage to your brand's trust can be huge. So for both problems, the answer is human judgment. The human must decide if the personalization is a helpful service or just creepy. And the human must make sure that the AI content is real and correct. So trust is the goal, and only human can be truly responsible for it.
That makes perfectly sense. I like the comparison of being helpful versus just...
Thank you.
Yeah. And
I can totally relate to Netflix things. So I would want my content to be personalized so that I can watch more relevant content. Yeah. So my next question is, in this time, consumers want personalization, but also value privacy more than ever. So how can brands walk this tightrope successfully and still build trust with their audiences?
This is a very important question. Thinking of it as a tightrope is good, but I think it's better to think of it as building a strong bridge of trust with your audience. Tightrope is risky, but bridge is safe and strong. You build this bridge with three main pillars. First pillar of this bridge is complete honesty. You must be completely honest and clear about what data you are collecting and why you are collecting it. This means no more hiding behind long, difficult privacy policies. The second pillar is clear value exchange. The customer must clearly understand, what do I get from this? The benefit for sharing their data must be obvious and valuable. For example, Spotify's Wrapped campaign is a perfect example. We let them use our listening data because the value we get back is huge. It feels like a fair trade, right? And the third pillar is giving the customer control. You are only borrowing their data, you don't own it. Brands must make it easy for people to manage their data. We see this with, for example, with Apple iOS and Google Android. They now give users more control over which apps can track them.
That's actually true, yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes, I had forgotten about that feature. It seems to be now so normal. Sorry to interrupt, but yes, that's a good example.
Basically, when customers feel they are in control of their own data, they are much more likely to trust you. So it's not about walking a difficult tightrope. It's about building a strong bridge with these three pillars: honesty, fair value exchange, and customer control. The brands that do this will not just survive, they will become the trusted leaders in the future.
You make it so simple.
This makes so much sense.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what industries do you think face the biggest challenges, balancing personalization and privacy?
The biggest challenges are in the industries that use our most private data. This is because the risk of real harm is the highest. First, of course, is healthcare and pharma. The data is about our bodies and our health. That's an area where privacy is so important. For example, a big pharma company like Pfizer or Novartis wants to create a personal app which might help patients manage long-term sickness with helpful reminders and advice. The challenge is to give this great service while making sure the patient's very private data is completely safe. And now this challenge is getting even bigger because big tech companies are coming into health. A perfect example is Apple with its Apple Watch. The watch collects very private information like your heart rate and how you sleep. And Apple uses this data to give you personal health goals. Their biggest challenge is the same. They must show millions of users that this information is safe and it's not being sold to advertisers. And the second big area is finance and insurance. Here the challenge is to avoid unfair treatment. So for example, big insurance companies like Allianz are using telematics. A small device in your car watches you how you drive to give you a special price. The idea is great for good drivers, but the challenge is to make sure that AI is fair. It must not punish a person just because they work a night shift or because they live in a certain place. This is very big and real problem. And the third industry is big tech and social media. Their challenge is the right way to use our psychological data. They know what we believe, what makes us angry, and what we fear. The best example, of course, is Meta, Facebook, and Instagram. Their whole business model is built on using your data to personalize your news feed to keep you on their app. The problem is that this same technology can be used to spread false information and has been connected to mental health problems. For them, the line between personalization and manipulation is very thin.
You have already given quite a few examples of different brands doing personalization right or potentially wrong. Do any others come to your mind, or
Yeah.
I mean, particularly maybe one which is doing particularly good, or maybe one which has done it completely wrong, in your opinion?
Okay, yeah. When we look at the real brands, the difference between good and bad personalization is about intelligence and respect. Good personalization shows you understand the customer. Bad personalization shows you only have their data, but you don't understand their story. So, in other words, good personalization feels like a helpful service, and bad personalization feels like a breach of trust. A great example of doing this is Amazon, for example. Its recommendation engine is a core part of its service. Features like customers who bought this also bought that are not just marketing. They are a tool that helps people discover new products. It's a real, clear value exchange, and Amazon uses your data to save your time. On the other hand, very common example of doing it wrong is a poorly segmented campaign, like a poorly segmented email campaign, for example. We have all seen this. A brand sends you an email with the subject line, "We miss you," offering you a discount to come back. But you made a large purchase from them just yesterday. This is a classic mistake. Yeah, it shows the brand has your data, but they are not using it with intelligence. It feels lazy and it damages the customer's trust because the messages are not personal at all. So the difference is clear. Good personalization uses the data to build a relationship, and bad personalization just uses the data to send another message.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, but I would like to add, so if I get "We Miss You" a code along with some discount, I would love to purchase again. No matter if I...
Yeah, the discount is nice,
Yeah. Now, let's move our focus to AI agents and generative AI. The two more trends marketers and our listeners should watch out for. Can you explain briefly what the difference between a chatbot and a true AI agent in today's marketing landscape?
Yeah, sure. That's a great point. The word chatbot means something completely different today. To understand this, we can think of it as a three-step journey. We see this change happening right now in big marketing platforms. So first, we had the classic chatbot. This was just a simple machine for questions. It only followed a script like a basic FAQ page. The second step is the generative chatbot we see today. For example, Salesforce Marketing GPT can write personal emails for different customer groups. Adobe Firefly can make brand new images for your campaigns from just a few words. And HubSpot's AI assistant can help you write the whole blog post very fast. And these tools are like creative partners. They create new content when you ask, but the real future is the third step, and that's AI agent. And this AI agent is different. Its creative power is connected to all the data and tools on the platform. So for example, with Salesforce Einstein, the AI doesn't just write an email. It can use your data cloud to find the perfect audience, and it can decide the best time to send the email, and it launches the campaign automatically. With Adobe, an agent can use the Journey Optimizer tool to manage the whole customer journey on the web, in email, on mobile, and it reacts to what the customer does in real time. The agent's job is to reach complete business goal. So let's put it all together with one final example. You could ask a classic chatbot for basic information. You could ask Adobe Firefly to create an image of a person enjoying a coffee for our new cafe promotion. But you can command a true AI agent on platforms like Salesforce, for example, this way. Build a campaign to re-engage customers who haven't purchased in 6 months. Use the data cloud to find this group. Write a personal email for each of them with unique 10% discount code. Then send a follow-up SMS 2 days later to those who didn't open it. Check the final sales from this campaign and show me the report on Friday. And the agent does the entire multi-step like a business process by itself. So basically the old bot responds, the modern generative bot creates, but the true AI agent achieves.
So to compare it, probably an AI agent is almost having a whole team behind you to lead you to your to your goal, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then in terms of AI agents, so what tasks should marketeers or our listeners even delegate to AI agents? I mean, you already gave a really good example to see quick wins. So
thank you.
Yeah. So is there anything else which would be kind of the first place marketeers who are obviously maybe us just tapping into the AI agent world? Where are the quick wins for them?
This is a very practical question. Every marketing leader is asking this nowadays. So for fastest results, you should give the AI the tasks that are big, full of data, and repetitive. In these areas, humans are slow and cost a lot of money, but the AI is fast and efficient. I like to think about this in 3 main groups to find the best quick wins. So first is analysis. This is about finding the why in your data. A person can spend hours in spreadsheets to see which campaign worked best, but an AI agent can check all your campaigns' results in minutes. It can immediately tell you which audience, which message, and which channel gave you the best ROI. This is a huge quick win. It gives you fast ideas you can use right away to make your next campaign better. Second is automation of daily work. This is about giving the boring tasks to the machine. This frees up your people to be creative. For example, an AI can do a lead scoring to find the best prospects, or it can run a complex A/B test. A very easy place to start for quick wins is customer service. You can use AI to answer common questions to your customers to get answers much faster. And another simple win is making reports. An AI agent can create the weekly performance report automatically. It will be in your inbox every Monday morning. This immediately saves your team many hours. So the third area for this is very exciting. It's amplification. This is about using AI to do more creative work and more personalization than a human can ever do alone. For example, a marketer can write 5 good subject lines for an email. An AI agent can take that one idea and create 500 different versions. It can personalize each one for different customer groups, and it can test them all at the same time to find the clear winner. This is quick win that can instantly improve your open rates and engagement. So for quick wins, you must look for tasks in analysis, automation, and amplification. This is where AI agents can give you the most value the fastest.
Yeah, that makes completely sense. Now, my
Thank you.
question is a little bit similar, but I would like to add the human aspect into it. So as you have just explained, AI agents are taking or can currently, or the quick wins are taking on more of the repetitive marketing tasks, boring ones, which take too much time for a human person. So what you can cover, what you just said, from customer service to campaign optimization. But how do you see then therefore this impact changing the role and also the focus of the human marketeers in the coming years? So for lots of people, right, also when we listen to Arthur, when he integrated the AI kind of vision, lots of people think, okay, that means I'm losing my job, right? So is generative AI a threat to creative jobs, or kind of what you maybe have already started to describe tool to supercharge?
This is a very, very important question, and we must be completely honest about this. For many people, this change will not feel like a good thing. It will feel like their skills are worth less. For the last 20 years, a good marketer was valued for how fast and how well they could do the work. For example, how fast can you write a copy? Or how well can you run a campaign? How many social media posts can you make? And now generative AI is making the doing part of the job almost free. A tool like Adobe Firefly, which I already mentioned a couple of times, can create 100 images in the same time a designer makes one. HubSpot's AI assistant can write a blog post in 3 minutes. So let's be honest, jobs that are 90% just doing the work, these jobs are in a big trouble. Their main value to company is being automated. This leads to the next big change. The role will be combined. In the past, you maybe had a team with a strategist, with copywriter, and with campaign manager, and soon one senior strategist who is an expert with a platform like Salesforce can do much of that work alone. This person can create strategy, they can use the AI to make the copy, and they can use AI agent to run the campaign. So this means that we will see smaller, more senior, and more technical marketing teams in future. So is it a threat? Yes, for jobs that are only about doing, it is very real threat. The new valuable human marketer is the one who can connect the power of these AI tools to real business problem. The value is in your strategy, your business knowledge, and your skill to ask the AI the right questions. You need to get a result that makes money for the client. That's a much higher level skill. And honestly, not everyone will be able to make this change.
I appreciate the reality perspective of what's very likely going to happen. So
it's hard.
And this is the end to the first part of this podcast. If you enjoyed listening, please carry on listening to the second part, where we focus on data-driven insights and the future outlook of AI in marketing.